All right. We have landscape painting, and we have another agency that's created in the Song Dynasty towards the end of the Northern Song Dynasty. That is a academy of painting that the emperor himself established the uh, the academy of painting so that he can oversee the entire unfolding, the entire operation of it. It's the emperor himself because he likes art himself, and he likes art in a way that's better serves him. So he established this Academy of Art. And let's take a look at Zhang Zeduan, one of the artists who served in the Academy of Painting, served at the court, which is a university the government created to serve the government, more exactly, to serve the ideology of the government. Let's take a look at, next 1 minute. Let me play this for you, if it works. This is hand scroll, right? When it's not used, when it's not seen, it will be scroll back and tie it and kind of put away, store it, and then when people here, when he leads friends over, enjoy a cup of tea, and then unscroll a painting unscroll this hand scroll a bit by bit, so that again, it feels like you are traveling. The perspective always continue to change. The vanishing point continue to change and help you to synchronize you into traveling into the scene. And that's the magic of hand scroll. Okay. Next 1 minute, let's experience peace reigns along the river. A court painter, right? These are information I'm giving to you. Court painter painted in maybe under the order of the Academy of Painting, the emperor himself, a long hand scroll, painting the city, the capital of Northern Song. Would that be a real depiction of Northern Song, of the capital of Northern Song? Think about these questions. What kind of landscape it is? All right, let's go. Oh, doesn't move. Okay, let me hand move it in this case. For you. Let me do it manually. Right, this is from countryside. Going. Oh, we start to see more people. Some architectures already. Oh, and river boats. Right, trading. Of course, people are trading right here. Donkeys carrying goods along the way. Oh, we see streets. More trading. More businesses. It's kind of like getting into the business district. Wow, larger boats. Getting busier. More architecture. But you get the sense of that the artist is kind of moving you front and back with the change of the vanishing point. There's a bridge. Oh, what's going on with this guy? Oh, the guy is calling some of the boats to. Oh, come right here. I'm gonna anchor you. Oh, big tree right here gives shades to some of the boats. Again, up and down, continue to experience that busy street, that busy river, trading on land, trading on water. Wow, I'm surprised this bridge doesn't fall, doesn't collapse. You see all these people up there? This bridge is so thin. And also surprised that look at the angle. What kind of angle? Is this kind of like diagonally going to see the most out of the painting of the scene? It's not from very top. It's not from right in front of it. It's just from at the angle, looking at the cityscape at the angle. A little animal carrying wagon. Wow, what kind of architecture is this? I see more talking in the restaurant, or maybe just a bar. Walking in the city. Wow, bigger wagon. Oh, there are two routes, right? This detours into the very back. I mean, other parts of the city. Well, this must be some ritzy elite house. They live in the city. Maybe easier to get to work. So peaceful. We don't see homeless, right? Do we? You know, the street again is so clean. Have you seen the street this clean? Even nowadays, when we have the paved sidewalk, we don't see it like clean like this. Well, back then there's no paved, there's no cement, concrete to pave the road. It's all dirt. Doesn't look like it's dirt. The dirt is so clean. Let me put it that way. Restaurants, right? People in there. Yeah, and you see people selling stuff along the street actually. Oh, are we going out of the city? Because there's a huge gate. It might serve as kind of a marker. And plus you have all these camels, all these wagons waiting to get into the city. It's kind of like a port. And what's going on here? And this says it's authorized store. What is that? Okay, that's the end of the painting. Okay. Well, throughout this, I've asked you so many questions. In your reading, there's a video, YouTube video, I asked you to watch for this week. Valerie Hansen, the professor at Yale, has described in a very enlightening way and giving you a lot of information to help you understand this long hand scroll. Which one is for what function, what people are doing, what kind of things are people doing, what kind of activities are going on. I'll leave it to Valerie Hansen, Professor Valerie Hansen, to give you that information. Here, we would move on. Right, between outside the outskirts of the city and inside the city, you see the market, traffic, storefront, and these they use ruler. This is what we call the rule-lined style. You see, this is really tidy. A rule-line style that gets to be used a lot at court in painting, especially for architecture. This is at the bridge, the very bustling place. What is this architecture again? Right, watch Valerie Henson's video. Okay, that's what court painting would look like, and this is another court painting would look like. So for the sake of time, go to your textbook. What's the meaning of this bird? Because on textbook, and this is fuller because this picture of that of this painting. This is what's the symbolism of this bird from your textbook. And this is because this is painted by the emperor, and this is a signature of the emperor. And the emperor is really good at calligraphy as well, so he kind of writing. This is called 5 color, right? Because this is 5 strokes, so it means 5 in Chinese. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It means 5 in Chinese. 5 color paraquet. These are collector colophons, people who write, who collect it, who've seen it. If they are famed enough, they might have the privilege to write something to share his comments on this painting. Court painting. This is the head of the Academy of Painting. Painting this to glorify the imperial order. Remember what Gorcy's theory says? And this is another glorifying the imperial order. This crane means auspicious crane surrounding the palace, so that good things must have happened. It must be that the emperor has governed so well, has brought prosperity and peace to the society, that these auspicious train would like to gather around it. They feel safe to gather around it. So this is a very auspicious sign. But is it real? If I can ask that question. And our emperor is so excited to even write a long colophon next to it. Is it more of a propaganda, just like the ones that we've seen in the last 2 months? Because in China, there's this concept of, pay attention, take notes, there's this concept of mandate of heaven. Remember those bronzes? Remember those huge food vessel, the bronzes that we talked about in the prehistory, in early Chinese art? The emperor has to receive the mandate of heaven to think or to have the legitimacy to lead, to rule the society, the land. So throughout history, this emperors, whoever the leaders, they long to convince people that they have this mandate of heaven. Auspicious trains. Okay, very lastly, I just want you to kind of have to summarize with a compare and contrast practice. This is Zhang Mengfu, a scholar, a literati, more individualistic style of painting according to his own experience, compared to Wang Ximeng, who's a court painter employed by the Huizong, the head Emperor Huizong, the head of the Academy of Painting, who paints 1,000 miles of rivers and mountains. That's what 1,000 miles must be Huizong's, the emperor's land that he controls, right? So again, just like this one, just like this one, Huizong, of course, wants to have a glimpse of his country, his territory. And Wang Ximeng will paint this territory even in a little bit more colorful than the black and white, the ink on paper and on silk. This is color and ink on silk of that landscape. What the outside world, outside of the world outside of court, would look like. It would look like very idealized again, and this technique traced back to the Tang Dynasty because it was invented long before Tang Dynasty, kind of resonating and calling back to that tradition and use that painting tradition to recreate another idealized, no homeless, no need for gardening, quiet, in harmony landscape.